Welcome to Coop's Game Shelf. This is my series Crapshoot, where I'll review a game that received mixed reviews. I'll be rating the games on a scale of 5 Cooper coins. Today we're looking at Star Trek Deep Space Nine: The Fallen. This is a third-person shooter released in 2000, developed by The Collective and using the Unreal Tournament engine. This game is based on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which is one of my favorite Star Trek series. Is this game good? I remember playing the demo back in the day and it got mixed reviews, so let's take a look. The station looks pretty nice in the game. One thing I noticed is that this is not the original Deep Space Nine theme song. It's not bad though. A lot of the music in this game sounds like it could be from a horror movie, and it's not really that good overall. Those are some nice graphics for 2000 though. The story follows the show pretty well. The enemies of the Bajoran prophets, the Pa-Wraiths, who are the aliens who live inside the wormhole, created these orbs that all have special powers, and the Cardassians are trying to go after them, and then it's a hunt for the red orbs. It's an okay story, and it does follow the show pretty well, so I'm adding a Cooper coin for that. You can choose between Captain Sisko, Major Kira, or Lieutenant Commander Worf. And their stories are all different. They'll start on a different level, but they connect to the main story. The game takes place in the series' 6th season, because Sisko is a captain.
Captain's log stardate 51957.1. We've received a garbled distress call from the...
Wait a minute, who is that? That's not Avery Brooks as Sisko. That's someone else, and he doesn't even sound like Sisko. Besides missing Avery Brooks as Sisko, it's also missing Colm Meaney as Chief O'Brien. But the actors who are here sound great, especially Michael Dorn as Worf. I can't get over how Sisko sounds though. He sounds horrible. It's too bad they couldn't get Avery Brooks for the game.
Negative. Its hull was breached from the outside. It was attacked.
Captain, I'm picking up faint life signs.
In Sisko's first mission, you have to rescue Bajoran survivors on this ship. You have to place a pattern enhancer on them to beam them out. I couldn't even figure out how to access my inventory, but I suppose that's my fault, so I'm not docking a Cooper coin out for that. What I am docking a Cooper coin off for is the horrible gameplay. The guns aren't bad, but for each alien you have to scan them to get their shield frequency. These aliens are from the novel and they look like just a ripoff of the Borg. And it's annoying I have to scan every alien to get the shield frequency before I can shoot him. They say to avoid the enemies, but that's kind of difficult. You can use your comm to call your teammates, and they'll provide tips. That's kind of cool. That reminds me of the LucasArts game The Dig. But they're not always helpful.
Understood. Sisko out.
Wow, I managed to rescue the 7 Bajoran survivors. I beat the first level, right? Nope. Go to the next level, rescue more Bajoran survivors. In between missions, you can free roam the station. That's awesome, because you can't do that in a lot of Star Trek games. You'll start in Sisko's office, and then you can head to Ops and down into the promenade. You can go to Quark's bar, sick bay, security. It's awesome. You can go to Quark's bar, and it's pretty well recreated. Even Morn is here. There's a Dabu table, and you can even go upstairs. Unfortunately, you can't go to the holodeck, but you can go to the spot where Jake and Nog hang out.
The Cardassian corpses were desiccated by their prolonged exposure to space. However, based on
Thank you, Doctor. That is very informative.
from exposure to
Quark! I could transform into a Tarkalian hawk. Odo is one of my favorite characters, so it's cool his original voice actor is here. Guess what you'll be doing in Worf's part of the game? Rescuing more Bajoran survivors. Worf's section has less puzzles than Sisko's, and more combat. The Bat'leth weapon is awesome though. Worf's mission is also repair the impulse drive of the ship, but you'll still be fighting the same enemies, and it's kind of boring. At least Kira's mission is a change of pace. It takes place on the planet Bajor. Another cool feature of this game is you can go into first person mode and look at the excellent graphics. And that's one thing this game has going for it. It has excellent graphics on the Unreal Tournament engine for 2000. But it doesn't really have a lot else going for it. It has mediocre gameplay, and it's missing the voice actor for the main character. So it feels like Deep Space Nine The Fallen was a game that could have been great, but fell short. And there's better Star Trek games out there. It's a shame that this is the best game Deep Space Nine got. There was also the PC game Harbinger, which I've heard is a boring adventure game that I never played. But here's the final review for Deep Space Nine The Fallen.